Hello, everybody. Welcome to another edition of Student Spotlight. I'm Buster Henderson. Nice to meet everyone. And I'm here with Paulie Kasteckas, if I'm saying that correctly. Paulie's from Lithuania. And before we start this, we want to shout out to our athletic partners. Our major athletic corporate partners are Food City, Smith Vickers and Company, Ballot Health, which is Norton Community Hospital, Pepsi Cola Bottling Company of Norton, and our Mid-Atlantic corporate partners are Powell Valley National Bank, Virginia Lottery, and our athletic corporate partners are Friendly Tire and Auto Repair, Grand Home Furnishings, First Bank and Trust Company, Sykes, and Crutchfield. And the first question I really want to get into with you, Paulie, is you're an international student. So during the whole pandemic or hiatus, were you able to go home? And if you weren't able to go home, how did that affect you really?
Yeah, so for those who don't know, I'm from Lithuania, and that's in Eastern Europe. And when all of it started, I was actually visiting my friend in Chicago, my dad's good friend. And I thought everything's gonna be okay. And then suddenly they're like, "Oh, school is shut down. Basically, the all the countries in the world is shutting down." And I was really confused. I was like, "What is going on?" And so I decided just to stay for a little bit and see what's gonna happen, and not to go home. But suddenly, all the borders started shutting down, like to all for all traveling and stuff. And I was like I can't go home. So I just stay with my good teammate and my good friend Colin Rector. His family really helped me out with that, and it kind of made it easier. But yeah, just kind of saying it shortly, yeah, I couldn't go home, and it's just at first it was kind of difficult, but then I had good people around me and stuff, and I just stayed through all the pandemic in the United States with Colin and his family.
Yeah, that's great. And transitioning to football now, I know you guys have a new strength trainer and a new defensive coordinator. What ways do you see those coaches, and what ways do you think they can help your program be better?
Oh yeah, I mean these coaches, we got new strength and conditioning coach, Coach White, and also new defensive coordinator, Coach Debery. And I mean, they're great coaches. I mean, I love them. I think Coach White is doing a great job preparing us for physically for the season and stuff like that. Also, he's my position coach, so he's doing a good job with it with his players as well. I mean, just kind of helping us out and stuff. He's teaching a lot of new things that we didn't know before. And Coach Gibbery, he's bringing in the whole new defense, and it's really exciting because those are the things we haven't done yet before. And it's a lot. It's definitely a lot, but I think players are excited and positive, and they're looking forward to playing with these coaches and working with them.
Mm. And getting on how you started with football. You said you're from Lithuania. So how did coming from a country where I'm pretty sure probably isn't that much American football there, how did you find your love for American football?
I came 5 years ago to the United States to play basketball, and
Mm,
that's number one thing in Lithuania. I mean, that's we call it like a second religion for us.
mm,
And I've been playing basketball since I was like five. I was associating my life with basketball. I didn't see anything else but basketball.
mm,
And then I came to the United States, and I played basketball here. I didn't really stood out to anybody. I was at like simple average 6'3" point guard and didn't really do much. But I kind of one day one of the football coaches he came up to me and he was like, "Do you want to try playing football?" And I just thought, okay, it's kind of fun, and then I kind of had my first game, had a good game, and then second, third game, and I just simply fell in love with the game.
mm,
And basketball didn't feel as exciting anymore, even though I still love basketball. But like at that
mm.
point, I was just like, you know what? I think football is the right sport for me. And then I just kind of kept pursuing my, trying to play college sports and stuff with football. And that was about it. It
Mm,
just kind of football came in and slowly pushed away basketball.
mm. And going on to the mental aspects of football, what would you tell people who think that football is all just a collision sport, which it shows that it mostly is, but talk about the mental side of football, which I think is the most important. Like, what's your perspective on the mental state of football?
Oh, I mean, and you said it yourself. You played it, and it's different. Especially back home in Lithuania, people think that football is just big boys hitting each other and running after the ball that looks like, weird shape.
Mm-hmm.
But it's actually very mental. It's I would say it's even more mental than basketball, because you gotta see a lot more on the field. You gotta read your keys, and when you're like, yes, you're hitting, it's very physical, but at the same time, when you're hitting, you're being physical. You still have to like think clearly what decision to make and stuff like that. And especially for me, I'm pretty fresh in the game, and when I came here, I realized that football is not just physical, it's not just running, and it's not just hitting. Like, you got to think about it, you got to know a lot of things, especially with the defense we have right now. I mean, it's like a class with a lot of credits in it to learn a lot of things and stuff. So yeah, it's definitely very mental. I mean, that and a lot of people mistaken the game with what truly it is.
Yeah, and I think, especially from X and O's point, that's what makes it a whole lot more mental, and making mental mistakes is the reason why a lot of people lose games when you look back on it and watch film. And last question I have to ask, which is a question like everybody usually doesn't want to answer, or they just say that it's a team thing. But is there any goals you would like to accomplish?
Team goals, it's obvious. It's I'm probably I think we want to go as far as we can and do as good as we can. I mean, there's no doubt, and we just want to do as good as we can. There's nothing like, oh, maybe we need to do this or that. That's enough, and things like that. But from personal perspective, I mean, I'm just trying to get better. Like I said, same mentality with team. Like, I want to get better as much as I can. I mean, there's no limit for me, and I don't set myself a limit. I only go for the best at as much as I can. So I'm just trying to get as good as good as I can.
Exactly. And before we close this, I'd like to thank our partners one more time for this. So our major athletic corporate partners are Food City, Smith Vickers and Company, Ballot Health, which is Norton Community Hospital, Pepsi Cola Bottling Company of Norton. Our mid-major athletic corporate partners are Powell Valley National Bank, Virginia Lottery, and our athletic corporate partners are Friendly Time and Auto Repair, Grand Home and Furnishing, First Bank and Trust Company, Sykes, and Crutchfield. Well, Paul, I just want to say thank you so much for having your time. You've been my friend for going on 3 years now. I wish you nothing but the best in this season coming up. And I hope you're able to go home soon, because I know I can't imagine being away from home for as long as you have. So best
Yeah,
of luck,
man.
man. You're always my brother, man. Take it easy.
Thanks, Buster.